So Jai Hind everyone. My name is Himanshu, and you know me as a HIMS learner. Okay. So before making this video, let's decide what is the purpose. Okay. So I'm going to talk about only 3 points. Okay. First, what is the purpose behind that 21-day push-up challenge? Okay. Second, what is the impact and progress of that particular activity? And in the last, what is the learning from that video? So let's start our video. Starting with the first one, that is why I started to do this. Okay. So very basic purpose was that at that time my exam before that challenge, my exam was going on, and the thing was that I just totally my body get totally dulled just because of exam. I was just reading 7 to 8 hours. Okay. And the whole day I'm just with my books and notes. Okay. And I'm not appreciating myself, but I'm like a person who always try to do something kind of experiment with myself, with my body, and with my mind. So yeah, that happened. So as my exam has over, I just started to make a list that what things I'm going to do. And the first one was that I'm going to give myself a challenge. Now if you will see on my video on my YouTube channel, there will be I think approx all the videos are related to push-ups, and the previous challenge was related to about 50 push-ups. Yeah. So at that time I thought to give a little big challenge to myself. So that was the purpose, to assess myself, to give myself a new kind of challenge. Okay. Okay, now the second part comes, that is progress and impact. Okay. So we are all like human beings, and we all have some kind of limitation in our mind. I also have. So in the term of progress, the baseline which was of push-ups, baseline of push-up which was 30 to 40, it has increased. Okay. It has increased approx 60. I can do 60 whenever I'm going to do push-ups in a normal in my normal day exercise. So I just start and end to the 60 or 50 push-ups. Okay. So that baseline has increased. Okay. Now what was the impact of that whole 21-day series? So let's talk about the impact, because it was a kind of breakthrough for my life. Even at this time, yeah, I can say at this time it was a breakthrough for me. Okay. So first thing, we have people say that, not everyone, but the people who are professional, they will say that if you will do right push-ups with the right technique, you will not only you will not only gain muscle, it will not only put pressure on your chest, but there are also other parts, like whenever you are going to do push-up with the right manner, with the right technique, it is going to lead pressure on your wrist. Okay. First of all, wrist. Second, it is going to your tricep. Third, it is going to on your shoulder. Okay. And of course chest. And also it put pressure on your back side, a kind of, you can say, on the back. Okay. And the most important, when if you will see my video, you will got to know that when I reach to 50 to 60, okay, so it become hard to push up yourself. Okay. Like when I go down and then when I comes up, so it become hard to myself to push up at that time. So at that time, if you'll see that it is also kind of exercise, that is plank. So it also lead pressure on your abs. So you can say it is kind of panacea of exercise, push up. That is mind-blowing exercise. Okay. Okay. Now what is the one of my student asked me, okay, let me tell his name. His name is Vedansh. Okay. He asked me how a student is not like a professional, it is not like a fitness student. It is just simply, I also give to use tuition. So he asked me, what was your diet? Please make a video on that, because it was really interesting that how did you get that physique? So the thing is that the diet was very simple, and as a student, we all know that it is very hard to to collect all those things which professionals do, and we can't totally focus on that thing. Okay, I said we are student, we cannot completely focus on that. So the diet was very simple. It was I added a soybean. Okay, soybean, not a soybean, soybean. Okay, I added milk and potato. These are the cheap source. I believe that these are the cheap sources of protein. Potato. In potato you will get a good carbs and also protein too. Okay, and pulses and gram. I think 5 things were there, which I added as a protein. And in the terms of progress, one thing I also noticed that I have never, I can say I have never tried to make a list that what is my protein intake, what are my macros and what are my micros. Okay, macros, it is a very general thing. Macros, like only 3 things come inside it, like carbs, protein and fat. These are comes under macros. Okay, and micros are like, if you will know about little bit economy, you will got to know that what is macro and micro. Micro is used for very short meals like vitamins, minerals, and these things. Okay, fiber you can also add in micro. Okay, so in the term of micro, I have very less resources of it. Okay, but there was a source of macros. So I just calculated my whole intake of protein. Okay, and that comes out approx 52 or 53 gram protein. Okay, and if you got to know that my weight is around 60, so it is less than my body weight. So if you will take suggestion of some professional, they will say that if you want to gain muscle, you have to increase your protein intake around suppose if you have weight of 60, so you have to multiply it by 1.2 gram per weight. Okay, then I think you will approximately get 72 or 73 gram protein. Okay, or you can all more increase if you want to increase more muscle. Okay, so that was the thing. I just calculated on my whole copy, in a copy that yeah, from this particular ingredient I get 7 gram protein, from this particular food I get 12 gram protein. Okay, so it was the progress. Okay, last which that is learning, you can say, or that is a benefit, that just because of the exercises, my body get to know the path of discipline. Okay, that I feel like exercise is the very easiest method to take control of your body. How? Because when you are doing exercise, you are saying to your body, to your mind, that I want to do this and I'm going to do this. You have to do this. You don't have any kind of excuse. Okay, if you'll see my video around 50, after 50 or 60, my mind that voice comes in my mind that now how will I do? I have to do 140 push-ups more. I have to do 90 push-ups more. Okay, so I always try to persuade it, that I always try to convince it, let's do 5 more, let's do 5 more. And just because of that small steps I just make, not in others, I think in terms of mine it was big for me. Okay, so very easiest method to teach your body discipline, you can start with any exercise, not only push-ups, with any exercise. Okay, and the last thing which will comes under as a benefit, that just because of the exercise I made my body's energy level has increased. And again I'm saying that is not going to be permanent if you are not going to stick with that same with a plan. Okay, so the third thing which I want to give as a tip, that if you are choosing to do exercise for gaining muscle, then I will say that don't do like that which I done. Okay, it is totally, I feel like, in the term of gaining muscle, it is totally foolishness. Okay, that was a part of challenge. Sorry, that was a part of challenge. So the fourth learning that hashtag will be always remembered in my mind, and that is breaking limit. It means I don't want to limit myself. I want to grow up as a lifelong learner. Okay. So in future, if this limitation will again come in my mind, then I will try to break it, not in terms of exercise, but in every field. Okay. So if I will in future, if I take challenge of 70 to 80 push-up, or if that thing again came in my mind that I will only able to do 60 push-up or 70 push-up, so I will not check other people's videos who are doing 70 or 80 push-ups. I will do the video of myself that yeah, I have done 200 push-ups. That was me at the age of 18 and 19. So why can't I do at that age of 23 or 25 or 26 or in any age? Okay. So for me, I can say for me it will be a kind of inspiration. Okay. That I am learning from myself. Okay. The fifth part, the fifth learning, that is we all have many kind of dreams, many kind of desires which we all want to achieve, and we all want a adventurous future. We don't want to be bored. So I'm saying you that when will you start? When will you start? So I always say that the answer of this when is hidden in now. Start from today at any field, whatever you are doing. In learning, I think it includes everything. Okay, that's why I always add I'm a learner. So that was the video all about. Okay, till that, keep learning, keep growing, because learning is bliss.